Hi everyone. What you're going to see here is a field trip that I went on last week down to Brownton, Minnesota, and I met up with Tony Ashwill of Ai2, or some of you might know it as Ashwill Industries. Well, Tony makes all kinds of components for the BX, and it was really fun for me. I got to have a whole tour of his shop, and we got Tony and you got me, and we're just talking tractors back and forth the whole time. Which was a lot of fun, but unfortunately it ended up being, or maybe fortunately, it ended up being about an hour's worth of footage that I've been trying to edit. So I figured the best way for me to edit this would be to break it up into different segments. So without further ado, you're going to see segment number 1, and in the future you'll probably see some more. All right. Hey there everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I have something in store for you that I've been wanting to do for quite some time. Today we're going on a little bit of a field trip, and we are going down to a little town called Brownton, Minnesota. And in Brownton, Minnesota is where Tony Ashwill runs his business. And if you haven't heard of Tony Ashwill, he makes a lot of different components and really cool stuff for Kubota tractors. He mainly focuses on the Kubota BX series. So we're gonna go check out his business and, you know, meet his wife and see how his business runs, and it's gonna be something different, so stay tuned. All right, everybody, we are here at Ai2, and at the front desk, you want to introduce yourself?
I'm Angela. Anybody who's seen us on the BXer page or whatever and they've seen my picture, that's me.
She's here, she controls everything, she runs the place.
Yeah.
But inside here, in the shop, we have Tony. Tony, what are you up to? We're rolling. We're rolling and you're busy. Yeah, well, I left him for 1 minute and he gets busy doing stuff. That's the kind of guy he is. So,
It's just a never-ending battle.
what do you got over here, Tony?
These are, we just picked up this morning from the laser shop. These are all the pieces that make up a quick attach.
From the laser shop, so all laser cut, huh?
Yes, everything's laser cut. It's all. I show up with I get the parts and they're all in a big box of. It's like Christmas, I guess you want. You gotta go through and separate all the parts, put them together.
Very nice.
You start seeing all the parts it takes to build a quick attach. They're not.
This
They're
just this
complicated.
little corner of the table looks like many hours of work that you have ahead of you.
Yeah, there's probably about, by the time it's all said and done, I bet you there's 8 hours of work there to put 10, there's enough parts here to build 10 of those things.
Wow. Wow.
And
And
you've got about, probably in total, each unit you've got about, there's probably 30 to 45 minutes to put one together after you
Okay.
got it. And that's after I prep everything, got everything ready to go. Here's
Yep.
the main shelves here that you can see.
And that's after you've done this a couple hundred times already, and
Yeah.
you know what you're doing, and you're building a quality product. So let's show my viewers and anybody else that's watching this. Let's show them what we're talking about. So that we're seeing the parts. Let's go see the final
actual
product.
Which
Sure.
means this one here. Luckily, it's the only one I got here right now. So this pallet parts is going to be going to Australia. So this is for a guy in Australia, but we can pull the pins out. So this is how I ship them.
Okay.
Actually attach.
Oh, they can. Oh, sure. Just kind of hooks up to that.
Quick attach to the fork carriage, and it just rolls out of position. So now, all those parts we were looking at, obviously end up looking like that when it's all said and done. So,
Very nice.
a person that would see a box of them parts would be like, "What?
What is it
that
going to
gonna
end
be
up
when
being?
it's all done?"
So that's what it's going to be. So for guys that do not have the skid steer quick attach, if they've got the older model
Yep.
BX, this is the perfect solution for them.
Exactly.
Because this is going to hook up to a variety of different implements.
Right, it works with the factory bucket. The big selling point is you don't have to modify your tractor to make it work. You can actually, it takes about 15 minutes, you pin this thing on, it comes with like this one here, this is exactly how it would show up. There's an extra set of pins in the back here that you can see. So these pins end up coming out, they go into your bucket. You reuse the factory pins that are in the tractor right now to reattach this thing to the loader, and you're done. Yeah, you can hook to the bucket right away. This is a pallet fork that's going out as well. This guy wanted, since the shipping is expensive, obviously, to ship to another country.
Sure.
But he's like, well, as long as I'm going to get this, I'm going to get a bunch of stuff.
You might as well go all out, huh?
Because it doesn't cost any more to send more stuff.
All right, so also on this pallet, I'm seeing a front mount receiver hitch that you have.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And a set of bolt-on bucket hooks. So you've got a lot of different products that you're making, not just your quick attach design, but things that will go with it. And this is a set of forks.
This is the pallet forks and this is for the standard or the 36-inch wide, like for the new 80 series, like John's got now.
Sure.
I just sent one out. They're basically, the prototyping is all done on that. I got a couple little tweaks to make, but then hopefully next week we're gonna get an order to the laser guys to get some parts coming so we can have
nice. So those.
But it'll be the exact same fork.
Go.
It'll just, the carriage is different. This is a 36-inch wide carriage. The skid loader hitch is 44 inches wide, so the new carriage is about 45 inches wide overall.
Okay.
So it had to go roughly 10 inches wider to make it compatible with the new tractor. But luckily, it only added about 12 pounds to the overall weight
Oh, wow.
because these right here are about 162 pounds total.
Sure.
And the new one's 178 pounds.
Okay.
So well below what most people are finding out there.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the dealers will sell you a skid loader set, which is a lightweight set for a skid loader, but still pretty heavy for a tractor. And they're designed with, they got a 48-inch fork, or a 42-inch. The forks are 1.25 inches to 1.5 inches thick at the heel. That's when they talk about fork thickness, they're talking about your thickness of your actual fork. These
Sure.
are 1 inch, and they go 1 1/8 inches, 1.25 inches, or 1.5 inches. These are considered a 1 inch lighter weight, 36-inch
Okay.
fork.
Which you're not going to be lifting that much with a BX loader bucket
Right.
anyway. It's
So
just not designed for it. So.
Yeah, because these forks are rated for, the forks or the tines are rated for 1,500 pounds.
Okay. Wow.
So you could really get by with, I mean, that's double what you're going to lift.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yes.
But then I weld those mounts on there because nobody makes a fork that has the right rail design
Sure,
that I
yeah.
want as far as, so I buy the tine blank, weld that mount to it.
Oh, all right.
And then I can show you here, kind of, I actually have a set of parts so people can kind of see what we're talking about.
All right.
These are the parts that actually make up the mount that gets welded to the, everything's
sure.
tab slotted like that.
Very nice.
So, and everything I build is designed that way, so it all kind of goes together. And once you get, I'm not
And all those
coordinated
laser
enough.
cut pieces just
Yeah.
go together real nice, don't they?
Yeah, they just slide together. You plug weld
Wow.
them, burn them on, and that's what makes the custom mount. And the nice thing is for guys that have bought, I wanted to stick with this style of mount because if you say you bought a set of forks for me like 5 years ago,
Mhm.
it's a whole different looking carriage. The carriage is very different, but the rail spacing is the same. It's a 16-inch rail,
All right.
which is standard for like even that forklift. That's what's considered a class 2 fork on a forklift.
Uh-huh.
And what determines that is that rail spacing from the top rail to the bottom rail is 16 inches. That's the same as what I use on that. So you could actually technically put these forks on that, but they're designed for a much wider rail.
Okay.
So they would just be really sloppy on that
Yep.
carriage.
If you're a crazy person, you could
Yeah.
do that. Or if
But-
you know, sometimes you're in a bind and you need to.
Well, and these forks here weigh 100 pounds apiece.
Sure.
Versus those forks
So that's-
weigh 43 pounds.
That's going to reduce your lifting capacity a little bit on the BX.
right.
But what other thing with your quick attach system
Yes.
versus the Kubota quick attach, you want to talk about the differences and the advantages on that? Because a
Well,
lot of people might not know
I've
you
got
know.
obviously this factory one right here.
Sure.
Take it down without dropping it on my
Yeah,
head.
don't drop it on your toes.
Yeah, they are. A nice chunk of steel.
So this is the factory quick attach
Yeah, this is
that
what
came with the 60 and 70 series.
Yep.
Is that about when
Well,
they started putting those
they
out?
came out with at the 70 series. This would be the BX6315 quick attach is what it's their official model number. And the biggest difference between mine and theirs is how the attachment is actually locked into place.
Yes.
And you had this on your old machine, so I don't know where I can get the other cross ones somewhere around here.
Okay.
But what Kubota's doing, and they've always kind of had a goofy setup with their buckets with the bushings, and people kind of get on me about this occasionally because you see these little guys here.
Yeah, they're
that's
not.
what you locate off of, and that's what sets. That's what sets this distance so you can pass that pin through and hopefully not have to fight it in.
Yep.
If this gets bent or tweaked a little bit, they tend to have some issues. This one gets whacked more than this one's usually pretty protected, but I've had people that this one gets banged up. Well, then they can't get the pin through. But that's the biggest difference between mine and theirs. We can kind of look on this one and put this together quick, and you can kind of see how they're receiving the attachment. You know, on that one, we'll bring this over here.
I'll come back over your way here.
This one you kind of hook up to it and then shove that pin through, and then you just lock it in place with that little cross thing. Mine, you leave this, say this is the pin that's in the bucket, it just stays in there. And when you come in, you scoop into it.
Okay.
And then that drops in front of it and doesn't let it come
Very
out.
nice. So the pin. So what you saw in that first segment there was Tony talking about his quick attach system. Now a few years back, Kubota came up with their own quick attach system, and Tony rebuilt it and improved upon it and made it a little bit more affordable. So if that's something that fits your needs, that quick attach system, you know, go check out Tony's website. And at his website, you're going to see a lot of different components that will work well with that quick attach system. Plus, and they'll also work with the factory quick attach system. Now, don't get the two confused. There's a quick attach system, and then there's a skid steer quick attach system. So Tony's making components for both, but he has both systems, which is fantastic. So, and his workmanship is second to none. He's really got a quality product coming out. So go check out their website, you know, give them a contact if you got any questions for them, and stay tuned because you're going to see some more from this little field trip that I went on, and it was a lot of fun. So thanks for watching, everybody. Keep on tractoring, and God bless.